Vivek is an aspiring football player. He has scored many goals at numerous school tournaments, but is not strong enough to handle any hard tackles by defenders. His coach has advised him to eat more protein so that he can have bigger muscles and lots of carbohydrates so that he has the stamina to last the entire match. But he doesn't know which food items contain these nutrients. Let's help him with a few simple tests to figure out which foods contain which nutrients. Carbohydrates in the form of starch can be easily tested for using a dilute iodine solution. Here we have two food items crushed up to make them easier to test. We will add 2 to 3 drops of iodine. Observe carefully that the original color of the solution is brown. Now, when I add the iodine solution, the contents of this dish have turned a bluish black color, and this one has not. The iodine solution has reacted with the starch in the food and changed its color. A blue-black color indicates the presence of starch in a food item. So, we know that this food item contains starch. Proteins can be tested using caustic soda and copper sulphate. The food items to be tested should be first mashed or ground into a paste. Next, we add 2 drops of copper sulphate and 10 drops of caustic soda to each. Observe that initially the color is blue. Now we'll shake up these containers and wait for a few minutes. The chemicals added react with the protein in the food, causing the contents of this container to turn violet, but the other remains unchanged. A violet color indicates that a food item contains protein. Fats are the easiest to detect, as we can do it without the use of any chemicals. All you need is a length of paper. We'll wrap up the 2 food items that we are testing in paper and crush them. Let the paper dry for a little while so that any water that might have been present in the food item will evaporate. Now, let's hold up the paper in front of some light and check for oily patches which allow the light to shine through. An oily patch on the paper tells us that the food item contains fat. Now that Vivek can figure out for himself which foods to include in his diet, I am sure he's going to be scoring many more spectacular goals.